welcome to this week's weekly weight loss vlog. We're still in the old office. Next week, we will be in a different location, fingers crossed. Yes, I'm hoping to be in my new office, which is literally, I'm not very good at measurements really, but maybe 20, 30 yards that way. But yes, so this might be, well, unless something goes wrong, yes, this will be the last one in this office. So we're on to pastures new. What we're doing this week, we are on Monday the 27th of January. So we're doing the Monday the 20th of January to Sunday the 26th of January. And it's been a good week. What happened last week? Not a lot really. In terms of life, sorting out the new office. It all got sort of finished off on Tuesday. That was the end of kind of the joiners, as it were, doing their bit. Then I had to wait for the Sparky to come. He didn't come till Saturday, but while waiting for him to come, we've decorated it all, cleaned it all, decorated it. And it looks really, really good. So that was just, that kind of took up most of last week. The bonus is a good amount of movement done. It's amazing how many steps you do just sort of, mooching around a little office, painting and moving bits about. I should have actually been in there today. I bought a standing desk off Amazon, built it yesterday, and it doesn't flipping work. The control panel bit's broke. You can tell that, flipping rattling. So I get on chat to Amazon. Hi Amazon, built this desk. Control panel's broken. Can you just get the manufacturer to send me a new control panel and see if that fixes? No, you've got to strip the desk down, pack it all back up. They'll come and collect it on Wednesday and deliver another one. Brilliant. So that's another reason why we're not in there today. But I think I would have been pushing it to have been in there today. Anyway, so, last week was taken up by sorting out the office. That was, dedicated quite a lot of time to that. What else did we do last week? Nothing. We went out Saturday night. We went out for a meal on Saturday night, which was lovely. It was for a friend's, Rachel's best mate's mum's 60th. Get that right? But it was a really nice meal. There was a few of us there. I'm good friends with Rachel's best mate's fella and her brother. Standard village life, really. And we went out to a place called the Italian Orchard, if anyone knows that. It's just the other side of Preston up towards Longridge. And it was decent. It was nice, but it was nice to have a catch up and see everyone. It's kind of our first meal out. I actually went out for a Nando's actually this week as well. I didn't really class that as kind of a meal out, as it were. It was just going out for a bit of lunch. But like when I say meal out, a nice meal out. The temptation to have a beer was real, but I stayed strong. I am trying to do dry January. Dry January is sorted now because it's end of January on Friday. How quick, I said this yesterday in my newsletter, how quick's January gone? Is it just me? Normally January feels like it's 200 days, but it's literally, I can't believe it is the 31st of January on Friday. It just feels like this January is absolutely, disappeared. So dry January sorted. I am going to do dry Feb. I was tempted to do 100 days. I still might, I don't know, but I'm definitely doing Jan Feb. March, if the weather starts improving a little bit, I might be tempted to go out for a couple of beers in March. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I was tempted on Saturday night. A few people there were having a couple of beers, and I was like, and they had Asahi on draft, which I love an Asahi. So there was a mill of me that was like, should I just have one? Does that really count? Because some people do dry Jan, don't they? But if they've got a pre-booked event in, like I'm doing dry Jan, but I am going to have a couple of beers on this day. And I'm like, no, that's not dry Jan. But some people, I think you are allowed a one gimme or something like that. Anyway, I didn't. I stayed strong, and I'm glad I did because it would only been 2 pints, and there was just no point really. And that would have took me over my calories because I had a bit of a splurge yesterday. I don't know why. I just had a bit of a sweet splurge. Just fancied it. Had it. Just got within my calories, but I'll show you that shortly. Anyway, first thing we're going to bring up is it was check-in day for me this week. Have I got it on here? I don't know. Yeah, I have here. Right, yes, it was check-in day. So this is my second official check-in of 2025. So I've got my pre-Christmas weight on there. I've got my post-Christmas weight on there, and which is the first two. I've not actually put that in, but that is basically pre and post-Christmas weight. And then my first two official check-in. So I was 6.8 pounds down checking one, and we've gone into those minus numbers. So in total in January, been back at it 3 weeks, 9.8 pounds down. And this is why I'm such an advocate that you've got to go and enjoy Christmas. Because literally, I enjoyed Christmas. I worked out this morning on the TikTok Live. I didn't track a single calorie for 12 days. I probably wasn't that calorie conscious, really, since that pre-Christmas weigh-in on the 13th of December. And just enjoy Christmas, you know. Didn't worry about calories, didn't worry about weight loss. Gained 9.2 pounds. Get back at it after Christmas. Within 3 weeks, it's all gone. And a little bit more. And I'd rather just fully enjoy Christmas, not panic about eating, not panic about calories, not have any food guilt, and it basically just put a pause on my journey for a couple of weeks. Then, you know, I had so many people say, yeah, I'm just going to take Christmas Day and Boxing Day off and track the rest of it. Are you really going to track the rest of it? If you set off, I'm going to track and you don't track, that's just going to annoy you, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, there we go. And that's the same year in, year out, really. It was the same last year, it was the same year before, it'll be the same next year. Enjoy Christmas, get straight back at it. I did from the 2nd of January. And there we go. So that's it. Check-in to done. And absolutely buzzing, to be honest with you, to be in that position. I always say the target is to be the same weight pre-Christmas as it is at the end of January. And I've basically done it a week in advance. So yeah, well happy. And now it's just crack on and try and drop another stone or so. That's where I want to get to. I think 18 stone is my target. So I'm what there? 19.5. I'm a 19 stone 5. So 19, 20 pounds from this point. And I will be a very, very happy chap. Right, let's have a look at this week's eating. I might be squinting a bit. I thought it was my contact lenses. I thought I'm ready for it. I wear multi-contact lenses, so I'm ready for a new set of contact lenses. And everything was a bit blurry this morning. So I put a brand new set of contact lenses in. Everything's still a bit blurry. So I think I'm either a little bit dehydrated or whatever reason. But anyway, I'm squinting a little bit at my computer screen. It's not an issue for you guys because you've got all the data on the screen ready to go. Anyway, this is my week's eating. Really good week's eating. Absolutely spot on, to be honest with you. I couldn't really ask for any more. It was really good during the week. A nice low Monday, Tuesday, and then it sort of ramped up a little bit. So a really low Monday, Tuesday, slightly higher Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Again, just easing into the weekend, which is kind of what I like. And then Saturday, yes, I've gone over, went out for that meal. I didn't actually eat a lot on Saturday. I literally had a bit of breakfast, a bit of lunch, and then saved myself for that evening meal at night time. So I think I tracked the evening meal as something like 2,100 calories. So I had like 1,100 calories throughout the rest of the day. And sometimes you've got to do that when you've got your eye on the prize. You've got a night. It was like, right, keep it really tight during the day, and that gives you that freedom at night time. And a calamari to start. I've already said this, isn't it? It was an Italian calamari to start. I had a beef stroganoff for my main, and then a bit of garlic bread that came on the table, and it was decent. I enjoyed it. And then yesterday, I was absolutely fine with my calories. I was looking at saving probably being 600, 700 calories under my ideal deficit for the week. But then I just had a bit of a chalky splurge last night. I just fancied it. And again, this is the beauty of the way I coach weight loss, the way I look at calories. Sometimes you can fight things like that, but then would it have gone away? But now I've done it, I'm like, bit of a chalky splurge, smashed a good few calories in. I'm done, it's out my system now. Cravings have gone. Just crack on. Whereas if I'd thought that yesterday, I could have done. No, you're not having it. But I had the calories, so it's like, why not? Why fight it when you've got the calories, you know? So I could have been sat here now, 600 under my ideal, but still craving chocolate. And then I might have given in again. Not giving in. I never want to use negative connotations, but you know, those cravings could have really ramped up Monday, Tuesday when I'm trying to bank calories for the weekend. But anyway, so yeah, I had a bit of a chalky splurge, but yeah, all good. And 37 calories under my ideal deficit. I was about 40 over last week, but I don't a couple of 100 calorie swing. I don't really look at it too much, to be honest with you. I've hit my ideal deficit. Full week 1 of Jan, full week 2, full week 3. And the results are there because I've had a decent check-in. Right, let's look at movement. We'll get those steps up first. I think just from doing loads around the house, sorting out that gym, steps were really good this week. Averaged 11,887, the best I've done in 2025 so far. And all quite even, really. I hit 10,000 steps minimum every single day. I'm never too bothered about doing that. It's all about averages, but I did. The days where I was decorating and tidying and hoovering and carpet cleaning and doing whatever else in the gym, stroke new office, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, loads of steps. And last Monday, loads of steps. It was, you know, up to that 13,000 marker. So steps really, really, really good. Yeah, chuffed with that. And that's with, you know, my arthritis has been kicking my bum a bit last week. So that's even with my arthritis triggering and having some issues with my knees. Let's get exercise up. That's not what we want first. I've just brought out my gym class. Yes, so cross trainer. I hit that last Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And then, yeah, I'm really trying to do a few more weights at the moment. And then, yeah, hit my weights Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We didn't actually end up going to the gym on Wednesday. We had a day off from the gym Wednesday. So we hit the gym last week. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Didn't do any cross trainer on Friday. Just did weights. I think, did I? Yeah. And then hit the cross trainer. And then, of course, the old spin class. We've got a brand new spin system at Ribby called Intelligent Cycling. Absolutely fantastic new system. A few teething problems at first because I didn't really know what I was doing. But once I got into it, and I can see going forward, it's just going to be superb. A little bit of a longer class, though. I did tail it off towards the end because I was knackered. It was really hard work, the profile I'd done. And the average heart rate wasn't even that high. Normally my average heart rate when I'm spinning is like 155, 160. Maybe I was just a bit tired because I'd had such a busy week. But still, really good workout. Really enjoyed the new system. And there we go. Right, should we get into some eating? So as always, with this format now, I'm just doing a top 5. And I'm going to have to go through and literally, right, let me change my computer system, the way I look at things, and then let me find this food that I've put in so I can flick through it. Because as always, I never know. Right, so that's one. How do I, that's one, that's 2. Again, I never settle on these top 5s until I sort of look at it and start it. And you know what? I'm going to go in with this one at number 5. And it was a ramen bowl that I did. I used to have these all the time. I go through phases with food. I'm quite a repetitive eater. And I go through phases. And I used to have these ramen bowls all the time. I used to get them from, this one isn't. I used to get these noodle bowls from Costco. Bit of hot water, add some chicken and some sweet corn and some broccoli to them. Absolutely lovely. Anyway, I really this one out. I think I bought it from a local co-op shop, to be honest with you. And it was a kimchi ramen bowl. Again, I'm squinting a bit. 430 calories. And then I added 150 grams of chicken breast in there that I just cooked in the air fryer. 100 grams of broccoli in there. And then we had these 2 like veggie gyoza things that were in the fridge. So I just nuked them in the microwave. They only took about 40 seconds. I put them on top. Little drizzle of chili sauce. And we are 672 calories. 51 grams of protein. 3.4 grams of fibre. Absolutely, yeah. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Really, really, really quick. Really simple. Really easy. Healthy. Yes, it's... a noodle pot. Are there lots of different ingredients? Yes, but still, it was a really good meal. A really, really good meal. Right, let me have, let's go for, I'm going to go for this as number 4. And it is my banana and peanut butter protein flapjack. Now, I've not shown the individual ingredients on tracking it. Why? Because this is a recipe that's on YouTube. So you can go and find it in my playlist of Make My Weight Loss Breakfast, Dinner, Tea with me. This is a recipe and I absolutely love it. I tend to whip a batch up at least once every couple of weeks. 208 calories a slice. There's 8 slices in that. 208 calories a slice for 9.7 grams of protein, 3 grams of fibre. Yeah, it's not giving you tons of protein for calories, but it's filling, it's nutritious, it's really, really healthy. It's great for an on-the-go breakfast, or if you just fancy a little afternoon treat with your cuppa or something like that. Absolutely belting. It ticks all the boxes. Something doesn't have to. Yes, protein's the most satiating macronutrient. Then it's fibre. But there's other things that play into it as well a little bit. So like that, because it's oats and it's banana, it just feels filling. And it feels a little bit indulgent. So I have that saved as a meal. If you go and make it off the recipe, the link to track it in NutriCheck is in the description. And then you can save it to your saved meal. So it's there for every time you make it as well. So that's number 4. Number 3, I'm going to go with this one, which is Nando's. We went to Nando's on Wednesday. Not been to Nando's for ages. And I got this, the Cheesy Chickle Burger, which is basically a chicken breast, bit of cheese on there, bit of like some spicy, probably chili jam, lettuce. It was delicious. And look at that, 526 calories for 40.4 grams of protein. That is such a filling burger. It really, really is. You know, yeah, it was really, really good. Now, you can see on there, there's 2 pieces of garlic bread and a portion of fries. Rachel got a wrap, but no sides. I just put 2 sides in there and we split. So I had 1 piece of garlic bread and half those fries. 934 calories. I know loads of people slack Nando's off, don't they? It's overrated, it's dead expensive. I'm not saying it's the cheapest thing in the world. I'm not. I just really like Nando's. I think it's somewhere where I can go, and obviously because it's just chicken, and I love chicken anyway, because it's just chicken, you can eat reasonably in control of calories and get a lot of protein in, so it's quite filling. And cost-wise, do you know what? I got that. Rachel just got a grilled chicken wrap. We tried the Fanta sauce there. It was all right. I don't think I'd have it again. And then we just got 1 refillable drink. Don't buy 2 refillable drinks for 2 of you at Nando's. Like, you're spending 30 quid on chicken. I don't think they're really that bothered. We just get 1 and share it. If they did say something, I'd be like, come on. They never do. So anyway, that plate full of food, Rachel's wrap, and a refillable drink was 30 quid. And in this day and age, it's not ridiculous. Me and Rachel go to McDonald's and it's over £20. And we're not sitting in, we're sat in the car. So I don't think it's ridiculous. You know, it depends how much you like chicken, I suppose. Right, is that number 3? And anyway, yeah, 934 calories, 46.7 grams of protein, and 8.3 grams of fibre. I'm chuffed with that. Right, number 2 is another burger. Right, where is it? I can't find it. I'm clicking through like that. Number 2 is another burger. And again, I've not shown how I've tracked it properly. Why? Because this is another recipe that's on YouTube. It's a new one that I've put on this week. In fact, to save you whipping through the playlist, the link for the the Flapjack and this, I'll put in the description of this video. This is my barbecue pulled chicken burger and SP fries, sweet potato fries or sweet potato chips. You can just make normal air fried chips if you don't want sweet potato ones. 632 calories, 48.4 grams of protein, 9.3 grams of fibre. That is the difference, I suppose, of making something like that and then going for Nando's. Because really, I mean, to be honest with you, if I put a piece of garlic bread on there, you're not going to be a million miles away with calories. But it's absolutely delicious. This is actually a recipe in one of my cookbooks, but I use a slow cooker to make the chicken. Well, I've shown you a quicker way in this recipe. Anyway, I'll put the link in but 632 calories, and it's delicious. It's a burger. It's literally, well, it's pulled chicken, it's barbecue sauce, it's pickles, it's cheese, sweet potato chips. It's amazing. You should always eat. I mean, that might not be something you fancy, but you should always eat food you enjoy. Right, and then last but by no means least, and then we're done for this morning, is number one. And this one might surprise you, it might not surprise you. This is my number one thing I ate this week. Right, it's egg on toast now with bacon. Right, yeah, it is. And I'll tell you why it's number one. Because it's 450 calories. I don't care who you are. Any single person watching this now can have that for lunch or tea. Anyone. You should not be eating less than 500. Oh, it's very rare you need to eat less than 500 calories for your lunch or your tea. And again, it just absolutely nailed the spot. It was 2 slices of like bloomer white toast, just from our local like co-op shop. Jackson's of Yorkshire, never had it before. Thick sliced white bread, 196 calories for 2 slices, 2 eggs, 3 bacon medallions, and a bit of butter on the toast. And I actually ended up making basically a great big bacon and egg butty for 400, but toasted instead of just plain. And I'm just like, I love stuff like that. 454 calories, 36 grams of protein, and simple, easy, ready in 5 minutes. And I just loved it. I absolutely, it was just delicious. And it's, you know, if I wanted to ramp it up, how would I ramp that up? More protein, loads more fibre, more volume. Beans. You can whack half a tin of beans on that, right? And you're at just over 600 calories. Just over 600 calories. And you're probably going to be taking it up to something like 46 grams of protein and well over 10 grams of fibre. And that is my go-to tea. That isn't. With beans is my go-to tea. You should always have what I call a go-to tea. Basically, a go-to tea is something you always fancy. G-O-T. Be like, what you say, Neil? G-O-T-O-T-E-A. Go-to tea. And it's basically, you've always got the ingredients in. It's something you always fancy eating, and it takes 5 to 10 minutes to make. And mine is beans on toast, couple of eggs, bit of bacon. It's healthy, it's nutritious, it's delicious, and it takes 10 minutes to make. Right? And I've always got bread, eggs, bacon, and beans in the cupboards. There you go. So that's my number one. Simple and delicious. Quick, simple, and delicious. Lovely. Right, that's it. That's it for this week. What is going on for this week coming up then? Well, I'm furniture building. Hopefully I get my new desk Wednesday, and then I can build that, and they can take the old one away and get me refund. And we'll be moving over into the office. Other than that, I've got nothing on this week. Again, boring. Boring's great for weight loss. Rachel's out with some friends on Saturday night. They're going to Hickory Smokehouse, so she's out for tea. So I'm like, oh, what should I do for tea? Well, do you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do fake away kebab. I've got some grill house chicken, some grill house doner meat somewhere knocking about in the freezers. So I'm going to root that out. I'm going to go and get myself a pita bread from Aldi. And I think I'm going to do that with and get do like some like packet microwave rice that goes with a kebab sort of thing. Little bit of dressing. So that's going to be this weekend. Keep your eyes peeled. Lots of content coming out this week as well. And I'm going to do a new podcast this week. I'm going to talk about Mounjaro. I have done a podcast on weight loss injections, but I didn't really talk about Mounjaro because that became quite popular after I did that podcast. Was about 6-7 months ago, like July, August time, and Mounjaro's really bounced in the last 3-4 months. I get asked about it all the time, so I'm going to do a podcast specifically about Mounjaro, and I'm actually going to talk about, yes, my thoughts on it, but I'm also going to give you guys some advice and help if you are going to start taking it. But I'll also talk about side effects, which I don't think a lot of people talk about. And so, yeah, I'm going to do a podcast on that this week. And yeah, that's about it. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the weekly weight loss vlog. Like I say, I do it as much for my own accountability as hopefully you guys might take a little bit of inspiration out of it. Have a wonderful week. If I don't see you, I'm sure I will, hopefully, on lives or other content or whatever. But if I don't, have a wonderful week. It is a new weight loss week this week. New set of calories in the bank. Steps at 0. So get it done, whatever you're going to get done. And I said this, I did a post actually on Instagram. Lay the foundations for a good week. Nail your Monday, Tuesday, and the rest of the week does seem to fall into place. Anyway, whatever format I see you on, until next time, make sure you are bossing your weight loss.